Yo Queef, hello. Raj, hello. I see you. Let me just get everything set up here quickly. Pika, hello, Pika. Tyler, hello. Groovy, I see you. Hello, Groovy. If you're part of the show, please request the box to make sure you got that all sorted. Make sure you do request that box. I'm just going to get everything set up very quickly. Sure. We're just going to get everything set up. Bear with me a moment. Let me just get my stream set up. Everything's up before we get everyone in. Welcome in, everyone. I'm just setting everything up. Just don't mind me for a second. All right. If you're part of the show, a participant or a guest, please request that box. Let me just send out my blast. All right. Let me just check everyone's here. Let me just make sure everything's good to go. Bear with me one moment. We're just going to let it sit for one more minute just to let people come in. I've sent my blast out. Let me just check where everyone's at. All right. 1 second. We'll start the show in about 1 minute. Barika, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome into the show. We're just setting everything up. Let's make sure everyone's in here. If you're part of the show, please request the box. All right, we'll start it off. Welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is the craziest food challenge show on the app. Today, the contestants are going to build the tallest, most creative bubble gum themed creation. It's going to get crazy. It's going to get wild. So I'm going to bring in our judge for today, Raj, the first UK judge on my show. Raj, let's introduce Raj to the show. Welcome.
Hi, Borat. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Raj. How you doing? What's been happening?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm excited,
You're
repping the
excited?
UK today. So thank you very much for inviting me to be a judge on today's show.
It's awesome, Raj. We've got a lovely contestants there. We're supposed to have Anton here, Groovy and Manston, and Loki. Let's bring him into the box. We've got Loki in here. We have got Groovy and Manston in here as well today. I'm not sure where Ant is. If he does come in, we'll check in. We'll just introduce our current contestants first for the show. Loki, your box isn't loading. Can we get you to come back, please? So while we're waiting for Loki, Groovy and Manston, could you introduce yourselves to everyone in here who does not know you today?
Yes. Aloha, I'm top badge Groovy's Beach, but my badge is missing. Promise. I have no badge. Isn't that crazy? But check this out. I can still keep my badges.
You flex that badge.
I have to do this all night long. anyway, I'm also on the other platform, and we are getting ready to have some fun with you guys tonight.
Hell yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. So I'm excited to see what Manston.
We got a lot of gum chewing going on over here.
There's a lot of gum chewing going on. I'd love to see what Groovy and Manston are going to get up to tonight, because they're actually, for the first time on my show, we're having two people building together, because they're going to build together. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
There's Manston, everybody.
That's Manston. There you go. And Loki, can you introduce yourself for everyone who does not know you in here today?
Oh, I don't know. I'm Loki.
You're Loki.
I'm part-time stream, not a very big serious streamer, but
all right, Loki, you're very entertaining. Let me introduce you for you, because maybe I know you a little bit better. She's very entertaining. She has a bit of humor and jokes and funny things in her stream. She chills out and she relaxes. So if you do want to join in her stream, check her out. So make sure you do hit everyone in the box with that important favorite. So today they're building the tallest, most creative gum or chewing gum themed creation, bubblegum themed creation. So we're going to jump to each contestant and see what ingredients they brought into the show today. We are missing one contestant, so they may still show up. While we are introducing those ingredients to you guys, let's jump and check with Groovy's Beach what ingredients you brought in today to the show with Manston and yourself.
Well, at the checkout, they didn't give us some of the big leaves that we had purchased. So we either left a bag behind or someone stole them out of my cart. We had these big leaves, and I'm so bummed. That was like the final project right there. So we're gonna make do with these, which I hadn't bought them ever before. Fennels,
yeah.
right? Organic fennels. Not that I'm gonna eat it, but we have 3 of these. We have celery, we have carrots, we have a lot of chewing gum, we have a little bit of hope.
All right, I'm excited to see what you come up with. I'm very excited. What about you, Loki? What ingredients you brought into the show today?
Okay, so I have Jet Puff.
Ooh, she's got the puff, marshmallow puff. Yeah, I see that.
I have double bubble gum.
The double bubble, yeah.
Rice Krispies.
Ooh, Rice Krispies. That looks good.
I have Blow Pop.
Blow pop. Ooh.
Ooh, you're having some good stuff over there, girl.
She's got all the good stuff there, Raj. It looks all delicious, doesn't it? Vanilla cream. Yum.
Okay, I'm liking it so far.
And then I have these as well to decorate.
She's got some icing. All right, cake drip. Got the cake drip.
Sugar.
Ooh.
And color spray, edible color spray. So.
Edible color spray. Damn, that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, everyone who just joined in, welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Raj. These are my contestants, Loki and Groovy's Beach and Manson. Please make sure you do hit them with a favorite or all-important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. We are missing one contestant in the show today. So if anyone in the audience has bubble gum and wants to attempt to build something out of edible food, you can put a yes or a 1 in the comments. Let me know. We can get you to box up. Otherwise, we'll continue with the show with our 2 current contestants. So anyone in the audience want to be part of the show, you can put a 1, and you can be part of the show today just by being in the audience here if you do want to participate. So Raj, let's see if anyone wants to jump in before we start. Let's see, anyone in here want to join into the show, because we are missing one contestant tonight. So if you would like to come in, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, we will continue with the show. Let's go cause some chaos, guys. So contestants will have 30 minutes to build their creations, to build their structures. They can only use edible ingredients. That's all they can use. I do have my gumball squeaker for the show. So you can, when you start building, you will have the squeaker sound. You have 30 minutes to build that creation. So we're going to press ahead with the show, Raj. We have 2 amazing contestants. Let's see what they come up with today. So contestants, can I get a thumbs up and a yes, chef, if you're ready to roll? You ready to roll? They're ready to roll. All right. 5.
Let's go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Start building your
Let's go.
creations. So let's see, Raj, while they build these crazy bubblegum themed creations, let's see what they're going to get up to. So they got 30 minutes on that clock. We're going to talk about that all-important bubblegum history, right? We're going to learn all about that bubblegum history, Raj. So what kind of flavored bubblegum do you like, Raj? What is your favorite go-to bubblegum?
I think mine would have to be kind of like a spearmint or strawberry. I think if I had to choose, it would be one of them 2.
Spearmint or strawberry? What about you?
I haven't had bubblegum in a while, actually. So this is interesting.
Interesting.
And it will be interesting to see how it develops over the next 30 minutes.
All right, we're going to find out. What about you, Loki? What's your favorite bubblegum, Loki?
I don't think I have a favorite bubble gum.
Really? Like if you had to pick a flavor.
Probably the 5 gum.
5 gum? Yeah, 5 gum is a good gum. I like that chewing gum. The 5 gums got a lot of flavors. They've got blueberries. They've got different flavors. I love that. What about you, Groovy and Manson? What are your favorite bubblegum?
We just had an oops already.
What happened?
Well, we wanted to use celery to stabilize over here, right? To keep the trees from falling over.
Yeah.
And well, Manson had this great idea with you. It was your great idea. It was his idea. Manson said, well, let's cook them for a little bit so that we get the water out of them. So the gum sticks, right? Well, now they're bending.
It's the best for me. It's the best for me. Look, bubblegum is celebrated around the world. There's actually a national holiday for the sticky treat. So Bubblegum Day gets celebrated during the first week of February every year. So we're actually in the first week of February, which is Bubblegum Week. That's why we have the Bubblegum Show, Raj. Now, does that make sense? It all ties in together. Why are we doing Bubblegum on the first week of February back? It makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. I never knew there was a day, like a day celebrated for it.
Yeah, so this is Bubblegum Week. Yeah, so this is Bubblegum Week, everyone. So we're going to learn all about the craziness of bubblegum. I found some crazy facts, Raji. We're going to learn about so much today. Someone stretched gum to the equivalent of a 3-story building. Listen to this. This is the longest gum stretch ever. It's 564 inches high, 14.326 meters long. That's slightly taller than a 3-story building, right? So this person, his name is Trevor Cummings of Mesa, Arizona. Arizona, there you go.
Oh my gosh!
Someone in Arizona, Groovy, where you're at, decided to stretch bubblegum 3 stories high. How do you feel about that, Groovy?
Wow, that's crazy. I wonder if he lives in it.
That is crazy. That is crazy, Raj. Imagine 3 stories high bubblegum. That is wild, right?
Yeah.
But look,
Oh,
bubblegum.
stabilizers.
So when was that done? I'm intrigued. How long ago?
Making
So
stabilizers.
that-
I love it.
That was done. I'm going to tell you. Let me look the history of that one because I didn't get the date, but I got that it was told that it was 564 inches high, 14.32. But let me check the date. Tallest
Yeah.
bubble gum stretch. Isn't that's crazy, Raj? Imagine 3 stories of bubble gum.
Yeah, wild.
So that was in. Let me look it up. I'm going to give you a quick look up of the date for that one, Raj. So you want to know what date it was? We'll find it now. It was, here we go. I found it. It was in 24th of September, 2011. It was in 2011.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Not
relatively still quite recent, really.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
No one's beaten that. No one has beaten that yet. Contestants, you do have 25 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock. But the biggest ever bubble gum blown out is 2 feet in diameter. So someone blew a bubble 2 feet in diameter. Isn't that crazy? So Chad Fell of Winston County, Alabama, holds the Guinness World Record for blowing the biggest bubble blown without the use of his hands at 50.8 centimeters big or 20 inches in diameter. Just
This is
picture that.
wild.
20-inch diameter of bubblegum bubble. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That is
Wild.
crazy. That is crazy, guys. So contestants, let's check in what they're doing. So Loki, what are you doing there with your structure? Tell us. What are you planning up in there?
What am I doing?
Yeah, what's going on there?
I'm making a bubblegum house out of a sticky tree.
Oh, she's making a bubblegum house. Okay. That's interesting. Loki, I'm excited. You got a wall.
Huh?
They're also making a house too. All right. All right. Let's see. It's house for house at this point, right? This is going to be very competitive. It's house for house. There's 24 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. If you just joined in, welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Raj. These are my contestants, Loki, Groovy's Beach, and Manston. Please make sure you do hit them with that important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. Remember, the top gifter of the show holds a special power that could potentially save or protect one of these contestants or challenge the judge. So stick around to find out, to see what happens on the show. So, Raj, we're going to go into some more facts about bubblegum. Bubblegum has been around for thousands of years. Believe it or not, 9,000 years ago, it came from the ancient Mayans. So the Mayans were the reason why bubblegum came around. This civilization enjoyed chewing on a gum-like substance called chicle or chuckle, derived from the sap of a spadilla tree. The material was soft and stretchy, not too dissimilar in texture from the stuff we enjoy today. So chicle was used to either quench thirst or fight off hunger when they couldn't get food. But you know, sugary bubblegum, it's all changed now. It's all become sugary. In those days, it was just pure sap. So they were chewing on sap to numb themselves from getting thirsty and hungry. What do you think about that, Raj? It's very genius. Isn't that genius at that time?
I think
very
it's
smart.
interesting. I'm not sure if I would have it really. It doesn't sound very appealing. I prefer the sugary version now. Just like.
Well,
But Bora, I forgot to ask you, what is your flavor of
my
choice?
favorite flavor of bubblegum is strawberry or grape. I love grape flavored bubblegum. I think that's the nicest one. I'm a very big fan of grape flavors. I like grape Fantas, grape, everything of grape. You know, that's what I like. It's my favorite
Alright,
flavor. 'Cause
okay.
It tastes very natural. It tastes very natural, but I do find that some of the other flavors like strawberry, it kind of tastes a bit more synthetic. So I like to go for the more natural flavor. Like also peach is also a good one. Peach or apricot is also a nice one because it sounds
I've
very
never tried any of these flavors,
really.
but
What's
I
your
think
flavor?
I'm gonna have to now.
Yeah, you're gonna have to try and test it out, right? You're gonna test out some flavors. But look, sugary bubblegum is our modern day bubblegum, right? So think Hubba Bubba, Bazooka, Double Bubble. But actually, bubblegum was invented by a dentist, believe it or not. So the reason for your teeth getting fixed is the reason why bubblegum came about. So the dentist's name was William Finlay Semple from Mount Vernon, Ohio. He was his popularity was known as the first person to paint chewing gum. So he painted a chewing gum and he hoped that the sticky stuff would help people clean their teeth. So listen to this. He thought bubble gum would help people clean their teeth. Do you see where this is going, Raj? Do you see where this is
I
going?
do.
Little did he know the gum industry would add all the sugar in it. So he didn't know they would actually add sugar, making the sweet treat a pain for his industry. So in other words, he created the bubble gum and the industrial manufacturers put sugar in it and ruined his whole perspective of why he wanted to make bubble gum. So it caused issues for the industry. As you know, bubble gum does have an effect on teeth. So it's kind of funny to see how, you know, sugary gum turned into a painful episode for the dental industry. But bubblegum itself was actually invented by an accountant. So it was actually invented by an accountant. I'll tell you why. Although the chewing gum is accredited to a dentist, bubblegum owes its existence to even a less likely inventor. Despite being an accountant by trade, Walter E. Dahmer created the double bubble recipe. That's what exactly Loki's got. She got the double bubble recipe right there. They got the sticky bubblegum ball rolling. So that's the only reason bubblegum became famous is from double bubble. Oh my God. Yeah, it's falling down.
Our ideas are flying too high.
You got 20 minutes and 56 seconds on that clock. Contestants' time is ticking by very, very fast. But look, so we found out the history of bubblegum, the Mayans, the dentists, the accountants, right? We've seen all that. But bubblegum got its famous color by being the only color available, which was only blue or green dye, which was on hand in 1928. So in 1928, the only colors of food dye they had was blue or green. The first bubblegum batch might have turned out very different from the iconic pink that we all know today of Double Bubble. But as legend has it, Dahmer only had rare dye on hand, which he diluted to pink. So it was an upgrade from the gum shade, which was a dingy, unappealing gray color. So the famous brand still exists today. As we saw that Loki had a bag of those, there are 2 bags of them. But Double Bubble was the name of the iconic bubblegum brand that William Dahmer invented, which I mentioned, from Fleer Corporation. The brand exists throughout America today and is currently owned by the Tootsie Roll industry. It took Dahmer a year to get bubblegum right. Then he messed up. It took a lot of persistence. So Dahmer took an entire year to get his bubblegum recipe right. Then he failed to repeat his success for months, but he didn't give up and was finally able to get his bubblegum recipe just right. The first ever batch weighed 300 pounds of bubblegum. Once Dahmer got his product right, he wanted to make sure that there was more than enough to go around, resulting in a massive 300-pound batch of this double bubble gum. There were 100 candies made from the first batch. Dahmer converted that first batch into those 100 pieces of bubble gum, which he quickly ran down to the nearest candy store in the hopes of testing its popularity as soon as possible. He couldn't wait so long to find out how the public felt about his invention. But the bubble gum actually turned out to be a hit, Raj. As we know, bubble gum wouldn't be around if it wasn't a hit. So Dahmer's first batch of bubblegum was priced at just 1 penny, affordable and delectable. The inventor was no doubt beside himself when the entire stock sold out in just 1 day. So this man sold in 1 day all that bubblegum. It might have been a profit of $1. Think about this. He might have made a profit of $1, but that would be far from the last buck Double Bubble would go to earn. It made $1 million in its first year of bubblegum selling across America. $1 million in its first year. That's crazy. So Diamond's bubblegum creation was the first time bubblegum that was successfully sold commercially. In the first year, it earned over about $1 million and priced at a penny each. That means Double Bubble sold at least 150 million pieces of bubblegum in its first year. 150 million pieces of bubblegum. That's a lot of bubblegum.
That's
crazy.
right. So that was in its first year, but what do you know? Oh, I'm going to put you on the spot. Do you know what the current sales are?
The current sales of Double Bubble? Let's find out. We can do a search. I like how Raj is giving me searches today. No, you're the first judge to give me searches on my show. Current sales of Double Bubble. We're learning live, people. We are learning live. So US number piece of the Double Bubble sold. Here we go. We're going to find out. We're going to do a little bit of a checkup, guys. While the contestants are building, welcome into Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Raj. These are my contestants, Loki, Manston, and Groovy's Beach. Please make sure you do hit them that important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. Remember, the top gifter of the show has a specific power that can challenge the judge or save and protect one of these amazing contestants. So stick around to find out to see what happens. So we're going to look up the current sales of Double Bubble in America. Let's find out, guys.
My hands on right now is disgusting.
You got 17 minutes on the clock. Contestants, 17 minutes. Make sure all those ingredients in there. Make sure your stability is on those structures. How many Double Bubbles sold per year? Let's find out. We're going to find out, guys. We're going to look up some stats. Let's find out. Let's have a look, guys, if we can find the answer into this conundrum that Raj has put me in.
Sorry.
So according to what I can see here, I'm just trying to see if I can get some quarter results, guys. We're trying to find out. Let's see. Here you go. Pieces of Double Bubble chewing gum sold. Chewed within, so how many are chewed? So it tells me how many are chewed in 2020. It says 1.21 million pieces of Americans chewed 8 or more pieces in 2020. So it would be a roughly 10 to 12 million chews of bubble gum.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a lot in 2020. I have a statistic from 2020. So that's crazy. Thinking about that, 12 million chews of gum per year from just one brand. That's quite a lot.
Wild.
That's just the chews. That's not how many bags. That's just how many chews.
Yeah.
So think about how many in a bag at a time, right?
Yeah. And that's just one country, because that brand is not available here.
Yes, but tying into the chews, tying into that, I found out that over 150 million Americans chew gum each year. So according to data based from the US Census data, is that approximately 160.1 million Americans chewed gum in 2020. 160.1 Americans just in America chewed bubblegum in 2020. Isn't that crazy? That is wild. You got 15 minutes and 26 seconds on that clock, contestants. Time is ticking by very
You're done already?
If I do anything else, I'm like, no, he wants to do something else. I'm like, no.
That is crazy. So contestants, we got 15 minutes on that clock. We're going to talk more about bubblegum. So we're going to deep dive into some more facts about bubblegum. So bubblegum base can be found in some surprising places.
Thank you for blessing, sister. Thank you.
So bubblegum itself can also be in surprising places. Oh, something just fell off your structure there, Groovy. I saw something fall down. It's falling down.
Was it the carrot? I think it might have been a carrot.
But look, Raj, bubblegum can be found in many different places. So some gums contain polyethylene. So some gums actually have this substance. So this is a gum-based substance. So it can also be found in hula hoops, ketchup bottles, and car tires. So definitely gum is in many different places in different forms. So isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, Raj, to know that gum can be found in hula hoops, ketchup bottles, and car tires?
I would never even remotely think about it being in those items.
Yeah, so polyethylene is considered a gum substance. So there you go, guys. You learned something new today. Polyethylene is gum, which is in your car tires, which is in your ketchup bottle, and it's in your hula hoops as well. So, Raj, that's crazy. It's crazy, right? Like, I went crazy with these things. I went crazy into this. But the bubblegum flavors, you know, we're talking about those flavors, right? But they're not all real. Like I said, the artificial flavors. So most bubblegums have a fruity flavor. Speaking on artificial ingredients, we can recognize bubblegum as a specific flavor. So most flavors that people recognize bubblegum as is mint. If you notice, most places carry mint bubblegum because it is actually more refreshing for your breath. So they found that sales would spike more for people that would actually want to take on gum to chew to make their breath smell good for kissing their partners or going out and having that fresh breath. So Raj, you're the person who carries around mint gum for your breath?
Yes, spearmint generally.
Yeah, spearmint is the go-to.
Yeah, that's my go-to. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, Loki's spraying down there. Look at that, Raj. Loki is spraying down. She's spraying everything up in there. She's coating it up. Her tower is pretty stable at the moment. It's getting pretty stable. Both contestant structures are very stable at the moment. There is 12 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. You guys got plenty of time on your hands at the moment. But Raj, we're going to jump into a few more things about bubblegum. So, bubblegum fact. This is going to be crazy. Sugar content weakens bubbles, right? This is the fact. So apparently the amount of sugar that's in your bubblegum actually weakens the amount of bubble that you can blow. So if you have very sugary gum, you can't blow big bubbles. If you have very non-sugary gum, you can blow bigger bubbles. So Raj, like if you go for those, you know, no sugar gums, they can actually be easy to blow a bubble with. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
I didn't know that at all, but I will be trying and comparing.
Yeah, so the sugar weakens the bubble as it stretches. So all you need to get rid of is a lot of chewing. You need to you'll need to get rid of a lot of its chewing. So in other words, you'd have to chew more to actually get the sugar out of the gum till it's gone. So that's crazy.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So contestants, you got 11 minutes on the clock. Welcome to Borat's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Raj. Everything's falling down under my contestant, Groovy Beach and Manson structure. And this is my contestant, Loki. Please make sure you do hit them with that important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated on the show. Remember, the top gifter of the show has a special power that could challenge the judge to save or protect one of these amazing contestants. So stick around to find out to see what happens. So
I have another question for you.
Sure, Raj.
So you mentioned we've been discussing flavors, but how many total flavors are there?
How many total flavors of bubblegum are there?
Of bubblegum, yes.
I looked through the whole thing. I was looking and deep diving into these things. They said that, let's have a look. There were so many things. You put me on the spot today, Raj. You really got me on my spot today. You really went through this. You really thought through this so well. I don't know how many flavors there were, but they just said mainly fruity flavors and minty flavors. They didn't really specifically say. So let's know how many flavors of bubblegum are there. We're going to find out. We're learning today all together. So there's 187 flavors of known bubblegum.
Oh, wow. Okay. I would ask you what they are, but 187 is quite a long list.
Look, we can go
Scanning them, which one would you say is the most unusual?
I would say I've seen bacon flavored gum. I remember
Wait, what?
Yeah, bacon flavored gum. I remember someone tried out bacon flavored gum in the market. I saw that as a flavor.
That is wild.
There's cinnamon flavor I've seen. Cinnamon flavor.
I'm not sure I would be a fan of cinnamon flavored chewing gum.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit interesting. That's a bit of an interesting one, Raj. Very interesting.
Or even bacon, like.
So this is what I found out. There's more things I've found out. So we're talking about the sweet flavors, but like I told you, it's usually fruity flavors or usually mint. So that's the most common flavors to have on the actual gum. But we found out something also here. So you know Pepto-Bismol? So
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol is not originally bubblegum flavored. So originally it had a bright pink color and it made your brain think it was bubblegum. So they tricked us with Pepto-Bismol. Listen to this.
That's wild.
The artificial flavor is actually mint. So they tricked us by thinking it looks like bubblegum flavored, but it's actually mint.
Yeah.
So Pepto-Bismol pulled a trick on everyone with the bubblegum flavor. Isn't that crazy?
That is wild.
So we're finding out so many different facts about bubblegum here, but I got some questions, right? You ready for my hard-hitting questions on the show with riddles to solve? You ready for my riddles? I love
Oh God, it's a bit early for me, but go.
Why did the bubblegum go to therapy?
Are these dad jokes? Oh God.
Why did the bubblegum go to therapy?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's too bad. That was too bad.
Anyone have an idea in the comments? Why did the bubblegum go to
Anyone?
therapy?
Always brings the dad jokes. I had an inkling. Yeah.
Why did the bubblegum go to therapy? Anyone in the comments know to get over his bubble because his life blow?
I'm dead.
The actual answer is it had trouble sticking to commitments.
Oh, boo. Boo.
It had trouble sticking to commitments. That's why he had to go to therapy. But everyone
Focus.
welcome to
The
Brian's
silence is deafening. The silence in the comments is deafening.
Welcome to Brian's Chaos Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Brian. This is my judge, Raj. These are my contestants, Loki, Madison, and Groovy's Beach. Please make sure you do them an important favorite. All gifts are welcome and appreciated during the show. But wait, there's more, Raj. There's more liners to come for working out, for you guys to work out. Why did the dentist give up on being a bubblegum fan? Oh my God, it's Paulie again. Why did the dentist give up on being a bubblegum fan? Why did the dentist give up on bubblegum? Why did he not become a fan?
I have no idea. Anyone in the comments? Let's
Anyone in
go.
the comments know why the dentist gave up on being a bubblegum fan? He got tired of working on teeth. He got tired of working on teeth. Anyone know in the box? Any ideas? Why did the dentist give up on being a bubblegum fan?
Let's see.
Because he blew it.
He blew his wad.
The actual answer.
He blew his nest bubble.
I'm dead.
The actual answer is he couldn't handle all the sticky situations.
Oh,
God. That deserves an eye roll.
Right, 6 minutes and 40 seconds on that clock, contestants. 6 minutes and 40 seconds counting down on that clock. But we do have 2 more crazy question riddles for you to solve. How did the bubblegum propose to its partner? Does anyone know how the bubblegum proposed to its partner? How did the bubblegum propose to its partner?
No idea. Oh, Jake knows this one.
It's got the word chew in it, I bet. Maybe not.
I see little Becca came in hot and heavy. She got it right. It popped the question. Well done, little Becca. I see you, little Becca. Well done. It popped the question. Go, little Becca. Let's go. Contestants, you got 5 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock. If you just joined in, the contestants are building the tallest, most creative bubble gum themed creation. I'm your host, Chef Borat. This is my judge, Raj. These are my contestants, Loki and Groovy's Beach and Manston. Please make sure you do hit them an important favorite. All gifts are welcomed and appreciated during the show. Remember, the top gifter of the show does have a special power that can challenge the judge to save or protect one of these contestants. So stick around to find out, to see what happens on the show. So the last question, last riddle for everyone in the audience and in the boxes. What's a bubble gum's favorite type of music? This should be an easy one. There you go. Comments come in hot and heavy. Pop. That is right. Pop is a bubblegum's favorite type of music. So Raj, let's check into our contestants. Let's see what's happening. Groovy's Beach, Madison, what's happening? What's going on with your structure?
We
What's
got
been
the
happening?
leaning tower on the Pisa over here.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa. Oh my God, that's crazy.
I mean, they're definitely looking interesting. I know Groovy's has fallen down a few times, so we're hoping that it stays.
It's a beach house. You know how in Hawaii we throw tents on the beach? A lot of people make houses out of brush, you know? So it's our Hawaiian getaway.
I love it. I love it.
But Loki, how are you feeling with your structure there, Loki? How are you feeling?
It's cute.
You like it? So far, so good there. She's so far, so good. It looks like it's coming together. So far, so good. Contestants, you got 4 minutes and 12 seconds on that clock. But I want to know something. Has anyone eaten bubblegum flavored ice cream here? I know bubblegum flavored ice cream is quite popular in different places, but has anyone tasted bubblegum flavored ice cream?
No, I haven't, but it sounds good.
Really? Well, look, the comments say they have. In the comments, I see you guys have had it before, and it's very uncommon in some countries, but in Australia, we do have bubblegum flavored ice cream. We call them Bubble-O-Billies in Australia. It's a little ice cream called Bubble-O-Billy. It's a face of a clown, and it's got a bubblegum flavored ice cream flavors. Isn't that crazy, Raj? Would you like to try bubblegum flavored ice cream?
I think I would like to. I'm quite boring when it comes to flavors. It's normally vanilla.
It normally goes for vanilla. No other flavors, no chocolate, no boysenberry, just straight to the vanilla.
No, just straight to vanilla.
There is 3 minutes and 14 seconds on that clock, Raj, ticking down. Contestants, make sure you get all those important ingredients, make sure your structure is stably sound, and make sure you have everything all together. So it's very important to make sure your structures are very structurally sound, because anything can happen. And we're going to check out those measurements very soon when the timer goes off, and I squeak that bubblegum squeaker, and you have to stop and step away from your structures. So Raj, how do you feel about their creations so far? They all come in with a different approach. How do you feel about their creations so far, just looking at them?
Yeah, I feel they've totally. I agree. They've come with totally different approaches. Remember, I'm looking for height, structure, creativity, and ingredients. And they're both looking really interesting and scrumptious, which I wouldn't. Yeah, which is interesting. And I agree. They've totally taken different approaches. I'm hoping Groovy stays up. I've seen it fall a few times, so I am a bit worried. But it's looking okay right now.
You are a bit worried, Raj. I can tell there's 2 minutes and 8 seconds on that clock. So time is ticking by very, very fast. On the show, we're going to get to Raj's decision very soon to find out what he's going to score you on your height, creativity, stability, and your ingredients. And when they get to that all-important 3-minute timer, who can be the top gifter of the show and potentially challenge Raj's decision, or will Raj fight back and stop you to get in that box? So let's find out what happened very, very soon on the show. So we got 1 minute and 41 seconds counting down, contestants. 1 minute 41. Get all your crazy ingredients on there. Get all your important stability there. Make sure everything's going to stand up and be structurally sound. So Raj, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if they stand the test of time. Let's see what their creation is going to look like. We're going to find out. But before we get to that, one last point to make, Raj. I want to know something from you, Raj. When was the first time you chewed gum? Do you recall the first time you ever had bubble gum? What did you say?
Oh no! What? Don't touch.
I think I must have been around about 9, 10 first time I tried chewing gum. And I mean I can't remember it properly, but I'm sure it would have been one of those situations where the texture and kind of chewing it would have been interesting. Especially as like a first experience.
Were you the person who stuck gum underneath tables? Just want to know.
No. Borat, thank you. The accusations are wild.
Well, there's 26 seconds on that clock, everyone. 26 seconds counting down on that clock. So contestants, time is running out very, very soon. We're going to get to the last 10 seconds, and I'm going to count you down, and you have to step away from your structures. Whatever happens, happens. Make sure you have your measuring tapes ready to roll so we can measure those structures. It's going to be in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your structures. So contestants, well done on building your creations. Let's jump in and see what each contestant has put together. I'm very excited to see. So Raj, let's see what Loki's put together. Loki, give us a tour of your structure. Let's have a look. What have you done? Give us a rundown.
Yeah, no, it just completely fell apart.
Hey, look at hers.
It's still standing. It's still got some height there. Just be a little careful.
Yeah.
Wait, come look at hers.
Okay, yes. So it says Gumball Palace right here. It fell. This whole back part fell. Yeah.
Oh,
but these are yes. You know, and there's
Loki,
right
you
here.
came in. Loki, you said you came in here with no idea, and this is crazy. Like you've actually
That's
built
beautiful,
crazy.
Loki. So
Yeah,
good.
it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It's It's a little crazy.
I do love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love
All
it.
right, can we get a height before you touch it? Can we
I'm
get a height?
impressed.
Can we get a
One
height
man.
on it, Loki? Can we get a height quickly before it goes down?
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Featured show, ladies and gentlemen, featured show.
Okay, so 9.
7.5 inches, 7.5, or up to lollipop. It's 9. It's actually 9 up to her lollipop.
Okay.
So 9 inches for Loki. All right, Groovy, let's have a look at your structure with Manston. What do you come up with? Let's have a tour of it.
Well, we have a little walkway. It's a nice little walkway.
I mean, no one can complain at 9 inches, I'm just saying. We're talking about that creativity, guys.
I
Come
think
on.
everyone's mind went down the gutter, right? You just threw it
Mine's
down
out of the gutter. Come on.
And look at the wieners come up on the top. Oh, mate me, you're killing me.
Hurry up before my
All right,
phone's over.
Groovy, let's have a look at your creation and give us a tour.
My tent, my Hawaiian tent
Let's have a
is
look at it.
okay, so we got a bubblegum entrance. We got a nice little walkway, a bubblegum entrance door, little privacy hut, little privacy hut. Okay, we're gonna measure now.
Yes, we're gonna measure the height of this creation. Let's see how tall this creation is.
I cannot.
Because the back fell apart, you lost your.
To here, that is 18 inches.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's Raj just got excited about 18 inches there.
Whoa.
It would have been way taller if we would have been able to do it the way we originally wanted to do it.
All right, so Raj, we got to get down to the nitty gritty here. We got to go from the height first. So we're going to give a score out of 10 for each contestant. So Loki was the shortest. We'll start with Loki first. What are you going to give her out of 10 for her height?
I think I'm gonna give 7 because I think it was a really good attempt, and I think just the visual and with increasing the height with the lollipop, I kind of liked that, to be honest.
Yeah,
So a 7 for height.
7 for height. And what about Groovy and Manston's creation?
So I don't feel I can ever give full marks to anything. So I'm gonna give 9.5.
9.5. All right. And now we're going to jump to the ingredients. So they can run through the ingredients again, just so you can remember what ingredients they had. So Loki, can you run through those ingredients so Raj can remember what you had?
Yes, I had the vanilla cream wafer. Right. These on the top. Low pops. The bubble gum. The double bubble gum. The jet puff, marshmallow puff, and Rice Krispie.
All right.
And what?
Rice
And
Krispie.
Rice
Oh,
Krispie.
thank you, man.
All right. So Raj, out of 10, what are you going to give her for ingredients?
I feel it's gonna be a 7.5. I feel we could have been a bit more adventurous with the ingredients. I feel yours at the moment, when I'm looking at both of them, yours is definitely more edible. It's something I would choose. But creativity with regards to the amount of ingredients and the type of ingredients, I think yours would be 7.5.
All right. And what about Groovy's and Manston? So run through those ingredients again so we know what ingredients you brought in.
Well, because we're out in the forest, we got to do it the natural way. We just brought a pack of bubble yum. Actually, 2 packs of bubble yum, believe it or not. We used bubble yum for all the sticky parts. We bought the organic fennel, organic celery, organic carrots, and regular cucumbers. Yeah.
So Raj, out of 10, what do you feel their ingredients?
Cucumbers, carrots, and fennel.
I feel Groovy and Manson have just the edge purely because of the variety and the unusual ingredients. when I was thinking of when you invited me to the show, I wouldn't have necessarily thought of all the carrots and stuff like that. I wouldn't have thought of that as attached to bubblegum as such. So Groovy and Manston have the edge over that. So I'm going to give them an 8.
And
Yay,
8
so
for
originally-
ingredient.
What we wanted to do, so I can say, can I tell them what we originally wanted to do? We wanted to use this.
They're scoring us.
Okay. We originally wanted to make a platform and then set this tall one on top to give you guys a really
It would
high.
have been like 30
Yeah.
inches
Yeah,
or
we
something
were
like
trying
that.
to go super
35
high,
inches.
and I think we were too eager, and it kind of.
We didn't try anything in advance. Put it that
All
way.
right, all right. Now we're going to quickly jump to the structure, Raj. The structural stability. This is the stability of their structures currently now. So we'll start off with Loki. What are we going to give Loki for her structure on stability, Raj?
So I think this is where Loki kind of gets credit because her structure, although it kind of fell towards the end, it wasn't falling throughout the show. So I think this is where Loki kind of gets it. So I'm going to give Loki 8.5.
8.5. All right. And what about Groovy and Manston's?
So unfortunately, I saw the carrots fall a few times. The structure did fall. So I'm going to give Groovy a 6 on
But
that.
hers fell at the end. Hers did up at the end.
But I mean, look, it is, yeah, it is what it is. But a 6 from me.
All right. Now we jump to the last category, which is the creativity. So the creativity out of 10 for each contestant. So Raj, with Loki's structure, out of 10 for a creativity.
I mean, visually, I think Loki's looks more appealing. So, but I feel like we could have gone a bit further. We could have gone a bit extra. So I'm going to give Loki 6 for that one.
6. Very interesting. And what about Groovy and Manston's one? Before we get to that 3-minute timer that everyone in here we'll explain it in a second. But go ahead and tell me what your creativity out of 10 for Groovy's is at the moment.
I like the entrance, the overall kind of thing. Obviously, there's a slight issue with it leaning and stuff, but creative wise, I think I'm going to give Groovy maybe a 7.
7. All right, let me add up the scores. You're going to have a 3-minute timer on the clock to contest the judge. Give me 1 second while we add up the scores so we know what is happening at the moment. Give me 1 minute, guys, while you can talk to Raj and how you feel about your scores. You can talk about them.
I think he's a really good scorer person, although I would have probably given her like an 8 for creativity, or that last one, because she made it really pretty. But I'm a girl, and we like pretty stuff.
All right, so this is where we stand. Groovy and Manston on 30.5 points. Loki's on 29 points. But there comes the twist. So the top gifter of the show could potentially have a power to challenge, save, or protect one of these contestants. So there's a 3-minute timer I put on the clock. You have 3 minutes starting now to be the top gifter of the show, protect Groovy's Beach, or save Loki. This is what's happening, guys. You got 3 minutes on the clock, and who knows, will Raj fight back? We don't know what's going to happen. Will Raj decide to fight back? This is the craziest part of the show. You never know what happens, guys. Anything can happen at any time on the show. We've seen some ghetto snipes. We see some ghetto outcomes. It gets crazy. But both contestants are very close here. They're very close, Raj. They're about a point and a half difference.
Wow.
So
Ginger, please.
let's see what happens. So will Raj keep his decision, or will there be a fight back from the supporters? So let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. So Loki, Groovy, how do you feel? This might get wild. This might get a little wild.
Wild. You know, my top gifter is here with me, so.
Oh my God.
Mine too. Mine top gifter's here too. So.
Oh, let's go.
I don't think my top
Battle of the top gifters. Come on.
Top gifters on Chaos Kitchen, yo.
I haven't seen a dragon in a featured show for a while, just saying.
2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes counting down. We got 1 minute and 42 seconds.
PK.
1 minute and 38
Come
seconds.
on, KK, let's go.
Who is gonna save Loki? Who's gonna save Groovy?
PK.
Or will Raj fight
my
back?
top gifter? Hey, can my gifter gift too?
please.
Yeah, they can. They are gifting.
Yeah, you can, babe. He has to
I
throw
think
it
your
on you.
gifter is gifting.
He throws it on
Your
you, right,
gifter is
Borat?
gifting. I think Mans
Borat,
Is
he
it-
throws
is
it
it-
on you, right?
correct.
Oh!
Oh!
It's
That is
just like
wild.
that.
That is wild, yo.
That-
Put your
That
hands
is
up, put your
wild.
hands up.
That is wild. It's getting ghetto in here, people.
Kike, come
We
on,
got
step up.
58 seconds on the clock. 58 seconds on the clock. Yo, level up. 48 seconds counting down, guys. Watch for the snap
Let's
coming,
go,
right?
next
This is where it
thing
gets
goes.
wild. This is where
You
it
got
gets freaking wild.
seconds.
Don't do
We
it.
can't
Don't
see
do
the
it.
clock.
Don't do it.
58 seconds on the clock.
Don't do it, Key.
VIP Dragon Wheel, let's go.
Here we go. 20 seconds on the clock. Counting down, people.
PK!
This might get ghetto. It might get wild. Let's see what happens. We got 20 seconds counting down. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Raj, count them down. 12, 11,
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo! Yo, that was wild.
That snipe was
That
wild.
was wild.
Unnecessary wild.
Now, the big question is, so Manster Junior, what are you gonna do?
I gotta give it to a junior.
So he's sniped. That is crazy, right? But is Raj? So Raj, you're gonna that was crazy. I've never that's so ghetto. That was ghetto. It's crazy.
That's wild. I agree. Just yeah,
So
keep it.
the decision stays the same as Raj. So Raj's decision still remains because Raj's decision stands. That was ghetto as hell. Like he gets ghetto. Well done, Groovy. Well done.
Thank you.
Nancy, that means you come back
So
in my
my
tournament.
Hawaiian hut wins.
That means you come back to my tournament. So well done. I'm gonna be doing a
Oh, no, I
tournament
gotta do
very
this
soon.
again.
Yeah, we call it very soon. So you'll be back, Loki. That was wild.
We gotta have more than a day to prepare these things.
Yeah, we only have like an hour and a half, you guys.
They came in an hour and a half. That's crazy. Loki, how do you feel, Loki?
It was so much fun. I love Groovy, you know, so.
You did really well, Loki. You did amazingly
I
well.
thought you were gonna win, except for height. So
If I had to choose one to eat, it would definitely be yours, Loki.
Me
100%.
too. Me too.
100%.
We're gonna probably eat the celery, carrots, and cucumbers, but I don't know what these other things are.
We still have 5
I think that Bora, I think that needs to be a category to score. Which one would you eat?
Okay, that'll be on my next season. Next season will
Yes.
be the edible category. Correct.
Yes.
We'll add that in next season. Correct. So there'll be a extra category on the next season, as well as some other things that I'm planning for next year. But Groovy Man said you're going to be back, so one of you will probably compete. I don't know, both of you. We'll see what happens. It might be a team of 2 of you or one of you, but you'll be back on the
he
show.
lives in Arkansas. He's just visiting. So
Yeah, so that means you will be building it. I don't know how to figure out what.
when?
I'm going to let you know. It's going to come up very soon. I'm not sure exact dates yet, but I'm planning on it because we got all these account status matching happening. And yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen. So we'll find out. Yeah, hopefully you'll have that back by then. And yeah, you'll be competing against the likes of Ty. You know Ty from Australia. You'll be competing with Truly. You'll be competing with a lot of different people on here that I have on my list of winners. I think we also got also have in there a lot of different people, Raj. There's so many different people they're going to be up against. I got a long list. I got to go through all those people. But yeah, so Groovy, you get excited to see who you're going to come up against next when you come back.
Yikes! I wish I would have seen what they built.
So it's going to be
How
crazy.
many inches were they? How many inches tall were theirs?
Your one was pretty tall. I think I've had it up to 20-inch structure before.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yours was pretty close. I'll tell you who the other people are left in my show, my tournament. I'll list the names, a couple of other names. So we've got Truly that's in there. We've got yourself. We have, let me go through, Free Soul, who's in there. Arab Princess. We've got Big Country's in there. Country's in there. Big Country.
Oh, that cheeseburger he made was good.
God is good. Abibi. There's so many different people in there. So when I bring back this tournament, you guys are going to be in for a crazy time. It's going to get even more
There's a
ghetto.
lot of
And
people.
low-key,
A lot of people.
Loki, I'd love to have you back as a judge on my show as well. If you would like to come back again sometime again, I'd love to have you on here because I think you did an amazing job as well. But yeah, 100%. It's a lot of fun. So this show will be uploaded to YouTube as well. So make sure you do stick around, click that subscribe. It's free, and carry on and watch all my previous shows as well. Also, I'll let you know that next week's show is going to be Valentine's Day themed. So if you're interested in next week's show to be on the Valentine's Day show, which is going to be very interesting, hit me up to be a contestant or a judge, because next week it's going to get crazy. Cheese will be here next week. You know Cheese? He will be a contestant here building a Valentine's Day theme creation. So that'll be very interesting. He's one of the contestants for next week, but I'm checking for a judge and 2 other contestants, and I will let you know soon who will be competing against who. So we're going to find out. Raj, how do you feel about the show, Raj? How do you feel about today's creations and everyone?
I think it's amazing. I think they're both parties are very talented. Thank you very much for inviting me to be a judge. Congratulations on point 2 as well. I don't know if you noticed,
I didn't
but
know.
congratulations.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd love to be back.
100%. I'd love to see you build something. I think Raj would be very creative. I see so many creative.
I'm not gonna lie, I would end up eating it. So as I'm building it, I would just eat it.
I'd love to see Raj build. I want to see Raj build something interesting against somebody. I reckon it'd be fun. I reckon to have Smurfy in here as well. You and Smurfy head to head on something would be kind of interesting.
Okay, we can arrange that.
Awesome. So now I think we got 3 minutes.
Fly in and build with me next time.
You want to
Loki,
bring
come over
Loki?
and build with me next time.
So there you go. You can join
down.
Groovy next time and help her build. There you
No,
go.
he's good. He did great.
There you go. There you go. Well, we got 3 minutes of the feature left. I'll just let you know I've got a battle royale coming up on the 16th of February at 7:10 p.m. Eastern time. I'm up against Cloud9. So I need a lot of support for this. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a very crazy battle. I'm going to be doing, it's under 10K battle for the first round. So there'll be special gifts, Valentine's Day themed week gifts for that battle royale. And I'd appreciate anyone who could pull up and support whatever they can, because I know Cloud9's a very fierce competitor. So we will make sure we're on our A game in here. So I don't know what's going to happen, but let's have some fun. And also, guys, just so you know, next week, like I said, is Valentine's Day week, Valentine's Day theme. So make sure you do hit me up if you want to be on that show, because spots will fill up. Also today, I'll let you know that tournament will come up very soon. I'm waiting for the dates to work out which date I'm going to do it. I'm just waiting for the battles to clear out and everything to clear out. And then we'll definitely have an awesome tournament of the craziest builders. We've had one builder in there, his name Michael. He used a pig's head, a raw pig's head on his creation. We had a raw pig's head on the show. That was the craziest ingredient I've ever seen on my show. Yeah, the pig's head was crazy. So, Raj, you never know what you'll see in here when you pull up. Any week, you just never know what's going to happen.
To the person that thought these are condoms, they're bubblegum bubbles that
We've had
deflate it
banana.
a little bit, but they're like the lights to enter the house, you know?
We've had banana condoms on the show. We've had
someone got there
Masterpiece.
right, right at the top of the cucumbers. I was like, what?
Raj, Masterpiece brought banana condoms
I
to
just
the
thought
show.
about that. It does kind of look kind of bad there, but
He brought banana.
Sorry, boy. What?
Masterpiece brought banana condoms to the show in one of my episodes.
Oh, okay.
He did what? He did what, boy?
He brought banana flavored condoms as one of his materials. It was interesting.
For an ingredient of food? He
He did. This show has seen so many crazy things, Raj. Like I can't even tell you like how many things have happened in the show.
How long have you been doing the show?
Over 10 months. We've only had one cancelled show, which was the split week because all the shows, couldn't run properly. But I've never cancelled a show physically, like without so we've had 10 plus months of shows running. Everyone enjoys the show. Everyone looks forward to it. Everyone comes in here and has a lot of fun. And I just love it because it brings us together over food and just have a good time. But this concludes the actual show. We end to the after show now, where you can drink, swear, smoke, or cuss. So now is your time to let it rip.
Or go to work. Love you all.
Right,
Love you all. Thank you.
Thank
you,
for
Borat.
being here, Raj.
Love you all.
First UK
You're
judge,
welcome.
Raj, in the building.
Let's go.
Thanks, Raj. You did an amazing job, Raj. That was
He
awesome.
did. He was great. He picked me. Yay!
There you go.